And we are live. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello. My name is Joanne, and I'm an online business mentor. And what I do is I plug people into a proven and affordable system that allows you to create your own online business with whatever free time you have. And so today we have a special guest, and he's a good friend of mine. I just want to give a quick introduction about Chris. He is from Davao, Philippines, and we went to school together. And so, and he's one of the people that I really look up to because he has gone through a lot in his life. So, like I said, he came from Davao, and he went to school in Cebu, and he has gone through a lot of challenging times back then, and he is the first one who graduated college from a family of 10 children. uh, and you can rarely see that these days. So, and then after we graduated, he worked in a call center, and then he pushed his way through, and he came to the US as a physical therapist and worked in Florida. He just kept going. He never stopped. He got his certification for in geriatric physical therapy. He became a director of a skilled nursing facility, and then he kept going and became, he went through his doctorate program. So he's now a doctor of physical therapy. And yet he didn't stop there. He ventured online and built his own business. And so, without further ado, here's Mr. Cris Danlag.
Maayong gabi. Good evening, everyone. I don't know if we have any viewers yet, but I know that a lot of you will be watching the replay later. So again, thank you, Joe, for that sweet and nice introduction. Yes, I'm from the Philippines, but I actually I'm living here in Daytona Beach, Florida. I've been practicing as a physical therapist for almost 20 years now, not including the Philippines experience. And I would like to add that I'm now working as a physical therapist in a home health setting. So what that means is I would go to people's houses and then treat them and see them there. And I love that because the freedom of time, you really have to like set your schedule and according to what you want to your schedule to be that day. I love that because if I want to start at 11 in the morning, I could do that. If I just want to see two or three patients a day, I can do that, or if I want to work harder that day, seven patients. So I love that flexibility of time doing home health physical therapy. And I'm happily married. My wife, Joanne, she's also doing this business. She used to be a billing specialist and she retired from her job about 5 years ago. Uh, since I started this, no, not 5 years, but 4.5 years ago, since I started this business. And we have two children. I don't know, they're not children anymore. I have a 19-year-old son, and the second one is 12. So we are here, and we are hoping to, by just sharing my story this evening, that we'll be able to inspire a lot of you guys who's gonna be watching this live interview with Joanne.
Thank you, Chris. So, first off, since all we have shared all the stories, the background, and so what made you get into business, online business specifically?
Yeah, I actually mentioned that on my live interview about 45 minutes ago in my personal page. And working as a physical therapist, we are making good money, as in good money in the US. I can tell you that a lot of us are making six-figure income. So that means over $100,000 every year working as a physical therapist. And you would think that that is already a very nice income, right? That could really support your family, support your needs, and whatever you need to with that amount of money. So initially, I really thought that I don't need any business at all, right? But when the pandemic hit, this was January 2020, a lot of layoffs. A lot of people lost their jobs because, during that time in my company alone, three of my colleagues got laid off. And I got scared because I really thought that I'm financially secure with my job, that I will not have any problem with my job, but that wasn't the case. So when my three of my colleagues got laid off, that's when I woke up from that deep sleep of overconfidence as far as like financial income. And I get so scared because I'm supporting not just my family, but I'm supporting a lot of students in the Philippines. Right now, I'm supporting about 7 college students. So I cannot afford to lose a job because a lot of people are depending on me, on my income. So that's when I decided that maybe I need to start my own business, because if you are the owner of the business, no one can fire you, right? You are the boss. So I was looking online, and then I encountered this in Facebook, and I actually learned this from our classmate also in college. She's also a physical therapist. Her name is Maylene. She did not actually ask me if I'm interested in business, but it just so happened that I was messaging her one evening that, hey, are you going to attend our reunion? And she said no, because I'm so busy with my business. And then I said, what are you doing? And she said, okay, if you're interested, then watch this 90-minute workshop. So that's how I started the business. So I gave her my name and email address, and then I watched this 90-minute workshop. After watching the workshop, I realized that, wow, I love the system, because during the workshop, I learned that this business, we are using this automated online system. And two major reasons why I love this business is because with the automated online system, you don't have to be selling the products. Although we do have a lot of products in the business, but no need to sell. I don't know if you guys are following me. If you want to check on my personal page, or Juan's personal page, you cannot see anything about the product. You cannot even see the company, because I don't like posting products on my Facebook. And that's one reason why I love about this business. I don't have to sell the products. Another one is I don't have to recruit people to do the business, because the online system will find clients for me. I would like to share that in the last 4.5 years of doing this business, about 95% of my clients are coming from the cold market, meaning people that I don't know at all, right? So if you are the kind of person who wants to start a business, and who doesn't like to sell products, and who doesn't like bugging people or friends, I think this is for you. I think this is something that is worth considering.
That is so true, Chris. Like for me personally, like I really don't want to like force people to buy anything from me. I'm like, okay, if you want it, sure. If not, it's okay. And it's just not something that I would do. I tried selling like calling cards back in the day in the Philippines, and that just didn't work for me. 'Cause, like, so I just kind of like told myself like business is not for me. But when I found this business, it's different, and you have a lot of support. You won't be doing this by yourself. There's a big community out there who's just supporting you. It's like a family, truly. And like what you said, when during the pandemic, indeed a lot of people lost their jobs. I almost lost my job, and that was like the uncertainty of all of it. I was like, what am I gonna do? Like, I've always done this, the same thing throughout the years that I've been in the US. What happens if I lose my job? Like, and I was like, I have to do something online, but I don't know where to start. So I was like, maybe I'll do Amazon. I was actually looking at how to do it, buy some, cheaper stuff from China, and then sell it through Amazon, whatnot. But so that's also part of why I started my business. I just don't want to experience that uncertainty of things, that one day I can just lose my job. And it's true, we are just a number for our
Yeah.
employers. We're just a number. We thought that we were indispensable, but truly,
Please.
we're not. Like, they can just fire us, or like let us go whenever they want, and it's part of our contract, actually, that's stated.
Right.
Okay, so our next question: what was the biggest challenge you have encountered in the business,
You know,
and how did you overcome it?
yeah, when I started a business, one of the reasons why I was looking for a business, because I was really working so hard at that time. Aside from my full-time job, you know, I had like 3 or 4 part-time jobs because I need to make more money, right? And being a very busy physical therapist with a full-time job and 3 or 4 part-time jobs, I didn't have time to start any business at all. That's what I thought. Time, time. I'm so busy to start any kind of business. But I realized that this kind of business is like 90% of your business will be done by the automated online system. So I thought that I could do this because I have not enough time to do the business. But by just doing maybe a minimum of 30 minutes to an hour a day, you can actually do the business. You know, and that's one thing, time. And I thought that that's really a challenge, but it wasn't the case because of this automated online system. I would also add to that is my wife. When I presented the business to her, she was very skeptical. She did not support me at all. She said, "That is a very difficult business, and I don't think you can succeed on that." So I'm a very hard-headed person. Without her support, I went ahead and started my business. And after 10 months of doing this, and she said, "Wow, you are making more money than what we could make in both of our incomes combined." And that's when she got convinced. Oh, I want to join you, and that's why she quit her job. Yes.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So in any business or even any venture, there's always a challenge. Like even when we went to school back in college, there's a challenge that it was very competitive. We only 25% of the entire population of per batch would get through the third year and all that. So but we when we're determined to make a change and to succeed, we will do anything and everything that we can in order to succeed. So, yeah, we just have to be determined and to never give up.
Right.
And okay, so next question. How long did it take you to achieve significant results in your business?
I would say the first 2 weeks of starting the business, I considered that as a significant result already. Because when you start any kind of business, it would probably take a very long time before you can see any result. But because I was so determined, I was so focused on the business that in just a matter of 2 weeks, I was already making over $2,000 just 2 weeks, the first 2 weeks of starting the business. And every month, I was really surprised that wow, I'm making this much. And then that's why I was able to give up some of my part-time jobs because I'm making good money from this business. So it's very, very inspiring, especially that when I started the business 4.5 years ago, when I was joining this private community doing this business. At that time there were like 37,000 people, but now it's like I think 217,000, I think, as of late. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So
Yes.
when I got in the group, a lot of people there are making 50,000, 100,000, or 20,000 a month. And then when I saw that, I was not able to sleep well for the first 3 nights. I was thinking, oh my goodness, this is too good to be true, right? But I made a research. I actually followed those successful entrepreneurs and then checked their personal and business pages and found that they're very legitimate people, and I realized that if they're able to do that and we're using the same system, I can do it too. And that's why I get so inspired. I started right away within 1 month of finding the business.
It's just amazing because I also saw the results of other business owners, and come to think of it, they're people like us, like everyday ordinary people just having 2 to 3 jobs who just wanted to have a change, to make a change in their lives, and they just pushed through. And it's just amazing how they are where they are at now, like dreams that have been put in the background are just everything's just coming true for them. Like they're able to build their homes, new homes for their families, vacations for their families, and just
Yes.
supporting more of their family members back home, like Chris does. And it's just amazing. So what was the biggest month that you had in your 4.5 years in the business?
I earned about $40,000. This
40,000 in one
forty
month.
thousand in 1 month. This was December of 2022. December 2022.
Nice.
Yes,
Nice. So
$40,000. So imagine that. I was I was probably hoping just to earn 2,000 or extra 3,000 or maybe extra $5,000 a month. That having earned $40,000 in just 1 month is just amazing, and that really helped us in so many ways. Like I didn't have to work hard anymore as a physical therapist. I know that income, they said that, oh, when you have a job, that will pay your bills. But if you have a business that's like what we're doing now, it pays for your dream. And our dream is to tour around the world. We love to travel as a family. So because of the business, last year we were able to travel to 6 different countries. And this year we've been to four countries, and we are on our way to the fifth country. This October, we're actually going to Spain. And that made it possible because of the business.
That's right. It's just amazing because like I have put my dreams in the background. Like, to be honest, like I was like assessing my life. I don't know if it's a midlife crisis, but like I've been assessing my life. Okay, this is it. This is my job. This is my income, and this is my house. This is where I'm at. This is what I have to do to save for retirement. This is, for my daughter, for my daughter's college. And I was like, this is it. There's nothing left for me to do. This is my life, and I was like ready to just resign myself and accept it. But I guess part of me, like 50% of me, just was just like wanting to have more, or to like to achieve something more, to have a, because like when we retire, that's my main focus now, is like for retirement, like how much are we gonna get from social security when we retire. So I have read an article, it's gonna be like 1,900 per month, 2,000 per month, and like within the rate of inflation now, and by the time that we retire, I don't think that's gonna be enough. I even told my husband, like, "Hun, thank you for the retirement fund, but it's not gonna be enough. We need to find something else." So,
Right, right.
and we found this business.
Yes, and by the way, I would like to add, if I'm making, let's say, $10,000 to $40,000 every month, that's nothing compared to other people who have been doing this business for more than 6 years, 7 years. Some people in our business community are making $100,000 to $200,000 every month.
Six
That's
digits
oh
per
my,
month. Can you just
that's
imagine?
every month. That's just so amazing. That's just so inspiring.
Right.
Yes,
So true. So, like for me, like what I say, if others can, why can't I? That's what got me through college. I've talked about it, in my our page, and it just got me through college. Now it's, we just have to push through, and even with the business, if others can, why can't I? Right?
right.
And if we can, you can too. All right. So, next question: what is your preferred method of communication, and how often do you typically check with your mentees?
Okay. I love
How many
Messenger.
mentees do you have right now? Like approximately
How many mentees?
mentees? Yes,
About 400 plus.
400 plus.
Yes,
That's
yes.
a lot. So, like, how do you communicate with them?
It's such a big group that I Messenger is my favorite, but because it's such a big group, so I usually do like a group message, or I would do like a live video in a private group, but I always make sure that everyone is aware that they can always reach out to me no matter how busy I am. Just send a message and I'll get back with you, because we are here to help you. Me as a mentor, as a coach, I promise to them, every time I do the coaching call, I'll be with you every step of the way. So it doesn't matter what time it is, in the evening, send me a message, then I'll check that message the next morning. I'll get back with you. Yeah.
That is so true. So, like, when I first started the business, I had a lot of questions. I had 1,000 questions, and Coach Chris can attest to that. I had so many questions, and it's so true. We're not just saying this. Like when Coach says that you can, message me anytime if you have any questions, just ask me, and that's what I do. Like he said, he wasn't able to sleep during the first 3 nights. I also had some late nights. I still need my beauty sleep though. So, but there were times that I would be up late because I was just like so like into the training and whatnot. And if I had any questions, I would shoot him a message at whatever time, late at night, too early in the morning. But I know that when he wakes up and he starts his day, he will reply as soon as he can. So,
Yes.
and it goes with everybody in the business. Like, um, for in our group, like if we have any questions, you can ask your questions, and from any with anybody, you can reach out to anybody. And if they don't have the question answer, then they try and find out and all that.
Yes.
It's just like such a beautiful community that we have.
Yes.
So, next, what do you expect from your clients in terms of commitment and effort? Clients, your mentees, that's what I meant.
You know, every time somebody is starting the business, they have this burning desire. They get so inspired that they want to become successful as well. But they need to realize that this is not you cannot get rich quick overnight. You need to put in effort, right? You need to be committed. And even if you don't have a lot of time in your business, but like what I said, a little bit of time, maybe 30 minutes, an hour a day, but you do it daily and consistently, you will go farther in the business. Because the moment that you rest and then you put things on the side as far as the business is concerned, you do that consistently, and I'm pretty sure that you will not succeed because this business, just like any other regular business, you have to be consistent. You have to show up. You have to, because this is an online business. So just like in our business page, it is considered as our personal store. So you need to show up there. You need to post. You need to do your contents and anything inspiring, inspirational, educational, and educational, and what is the purpose? Inspiring, educational, and entertaining.
Entertaining.
I'm trying to remember that one word. So just be committed. If you started this business, know that there's gonna be a lot of challenges, and that is normal. And even if you make mistake, in every mistake that you make, um, take that knowledge, so what you have learned from that mistake, and then you try to do better next time, right? And also, I would also remind them that you cannot do this business on your own. You need to have this community. So be committed to be in the group, be with the group, and reach out and ask for help if needed all the time.
Yes, you have mentioned something about it's a business and we have to show up. So, what is the difference between a brick and mortar business and an online business?
That is a very good question. A lot of differences. This is actually one reason why I chose online business over a brick and mortar, or a traditional business. So when you are, as far as commitment, right? When you are doing a traditional business or a brick and mortar business, you need to be there almost all the time, right? You need to be physically present. Otherwise, you are going to be losing customer. You need to open your physical store every day, right? That's one difference. But if you are doing an online business just like this, I love the portability because anywhere you go, anytime you can do this business. And that's one thing that I love about it, because just like what I said, we love to travel, and I cannot just stay in my physical business. That will hinder me from exploring different places, from traveling, different parts of the world, because I have to be there. And because of this business, it's an online, and then I can do this anywhere. And another example also is that when you start a traditional business, there's going to be a lot of investment involved, a lot of overhead expenses. Like the physical store itself, you have to have it built, or if you cannot afford to build a store, you need to pay maybe monthly rental. You need to pay for, if you cannot do the business on your own, you need to pay for people to work for you every day, right? You need to pay for telephone, internet, a lot of overhead expenses. But with the online business, you can actually do free advertising where you don't have to spend money, or uh, have some paid advertising, and that is the only overhead expense in the business. So big difference right there. Okay.
Right. That is so true. Let's say I don't know the exact number, but I think you're gonna, if you want to put up a Jollibee or a McDonald's, you probably need to have millions,
Millions.
millions of dollars. Yes, and then to run it, like Chris has mentioned, like you have to pay for electricity, employees, and all the equipment and whatnot. So that's the main difference there, is that the overhead cost. So
Yes.
the going online is more affordable. All right, we're almost done. All
Well,
right,
I don't know if you are aware that we have a lot of
I
viewers.
know they're
Do you
all
know that you can
here.
actually show the comments? We have hello Arlene, hello Lynn,
Lynn is
hello
here.
to my
Marie is
beautiful wife,
here.
hello
Genevieve,
Kira.
thank you so much for watching. Mira is here.
Yes,
Thank you so
Genevieve
much.
is also watching. Marie's
Yes.
watching from Texas.
See, all right. Okay, thank you guys for watching. So next is what are some of the biggest transformations you've seen in your mentees businesses?
A lot, and I would probably mention some. You know, one is which is also applicable for me. When I started a business, I am not really well. I use social media to some extent, but I was so afraid of like doing go live because I just want to be in my comfort zone, right? I don't want to do a go live. I don't want to let people hear my voice because I don't know if you noticed, like when you hear your voice the first time on video, most likely you will hate it. Right? You don't like the tone of your voice. So I was just doing like some simple posting on Facebook and not really doing go live like this. But I realized that if people will hear your voice, they will tend to know that you are a very sincere and a real person. And that's when I started doing go lives. And that's one thing that I can think, getting out of your comfort zone. And not just me, I know you can relate. You can
Yes.
relate. You're not a social media person before. I know a lot of people, that not into doing go live, but now they're very good at it. You know, that's one aspect of transformation. And another one is in terms of like time with the family. I can speak for myself. I used to work sometimes 6 or 7 days a week because I had to work, right? And then I would feel bad when my children would tell me, "Hey, Dad, we know we need to go to Universal, we need to go to Disney because it's a weekend." I would say, "No, I cannot because I had to work." You know, and because of this business, I didn't have to work that hard anymore. I have more time now for my family, and that's really nice. And also, what else? Financially, this has been a great blessing for us. I mentioned in one of my go lives before, I wasn't into luxury cars. I was just happy with my Honda or Toyota cars, But because of this business, it has inspired me to, realize that life is so short that if you can afford it, go buy it. Just enjoy life. And because of this business, we're able to buy nice cars. Like I'm now driving my BMW, and my wife is also driving her Mercedes Benz. And thank you for this business. Yes.
That is so true. I have seen a lot of transformations, like in our friends here in this group. Like almost everybody, I believe, is not comfortable doing a go live. I wasn't, and Chris had to be like, "Go ahead, just try." It's like, no, yeah. But as you just the f- it just take that first step. I think it's just like it's to get past that first step. Once you take that first step and you just keep going and just eventually we'll get used to it, hopefully. And we're here now, and it's still not perfect, but at least you just keep trying, and then eventually just succeed, and it builds your character as well, to just to not just give up because it's hard. It just builds you as a person. Okay, and one more question. If there's a message you want to share with our audience, what would it be for tonight?
From my story, I think one good message that I can impart is that you just have to be proactive with your life. You know, do not wait for the time that people will decide for you. Like imagine, just like what I said, losing a job and not being able to afford financially. Do not wait for that time. I need you guys to be very proactive. While there's no other pandemic coming, I need you guys to start a business. It can be any business, but I can recommend our business because this is something that you are considering, that you don't have to sell the products, you didn't have to recruit people to join your business. I think this is the best route for you. So start any business, because you will be grateful in the future that you have started this. Because one of the things that is stopping someone from doing something good is they care too much of what other people would say. And I would always tell to my wife, I am at a point that as long as I know that I'm not doing something negative, I'm always respecting. I'll do whatever I want on social media, as long as it is, again, inspiring, it is inspirational and educational. I don't really care going in social media. So where I'm going with that is, do not let people dictate you from doing what you really want to do in life. If you want to be somebody, if it is your dream, even if without the acceptance, even if without the support from other people, do it anyway, because life is too short. You know, just enjoy life, and do whatever you want. Yes.
All right. Thank you so much, Chris. This has been such a very informative day and interview. And thank you so much for your time. I just want everybody to know that I messaged Chris like just a couple days back. I said, Chris, Coach, can we go live on Monday? And he didn't even hesitate. Sure. So I just want you guys to know that there's a community out there. There's a business for you. There's a reason why you're watching it. This live, go live right now. And if you have any more questions, just write them down in the comment section below, or reach out to us at www.joanneandstevefry.com. All right. So,
Maraming
thank you
salamat.
so much. Daghang salamat sa tanan, sa mga Bisaya diha, ug kana mga maraming salamat sa lahat na nanonood sa amin ngayon. Thank you so much, guys. Hope to see you again next Monday for another go live with another coach. Okay? We will make that announcement in the future. All right, guys. Bye.